Hello everyone, welcome back to another video and another episode of Subnautica 2. This is the second episode and, well, we're gonna jump right in. But we're gonna try to first get the materials to upgrade our habitat with like a builder and some other stuff. And then I think we're actually gonna go and read some of the PDA entries from last time. Yeah, also let's check this out. Yes, inhale and okay, so at least for now it replenishes everything. Also, I noticed we're actually going towards the black box. Oh, and there's a new modification there, or like how are they called? I don't remember the. Oh my god. Yeah, those the permanent modifications, the adaptations here. Yeah. Okay, Wax Moon. Damn, these fish are so cool. Oxygen. Okay. I also need to get some silver soon enough because I need it for the, you know, the yeah, the oxygen tanks. I almost forgot how to say oxygen tank, which is actually like genius, like completely. And what's in here?
Are simple. Keep the perimeter sensors on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get, and do not go out alone. They are hunting us. We don't know why. Someone made a mistake a long time ago, and we have to live with it. The damn thing is, maybe it was one of us. Maybe they see us and say, look, it's that soft criminal, back from the dead again. Let's get the freak. And we don't even remember what we did.
Okay. That's interesting. Also, where is north? Yeah, north is roughly towards the tree. Is there anything good in here? Oh wait, habitat builder. We already got this one. Wait, does it still give titanium? Yes. If you scan like already scanned stuff. Wall rock. Oh, what's that? Oh, titanium. Oh wait, yeah, the big thing to is what I needed to, well, get that titanium. Also, what is this silver? No, titanium. Titanium. Okay, second beacon piece. Alright, alright. And that's a current that's probably gonna take me to some unknown depth, which I do not wanna go in.
Oxygen.
Let's keep on the shallow. Yeah, on the shallows at least for now. On the shallow side. I don't know. Okay, some quartz. I think we needed a little bit more because we need some for the fabricator, and actually we just need the one for the fabricator. Cool, I guess. I mean, one for another terminal if we actually want it. And let's get some fibers. No, wait, we got already full. Can we actually swim against the current? No. And this is like a big deposit of quartz. No, it's just a medium one. And I can't grab it because, yeah. Okay, this one. Ow.
Stomach failure. Expected caesarean proteins. Found
Ow. Oh, but we did discover the modification, so that's good, I guess. Okay,
Seek fresh water intake.
yeah, seek fluid intake immediately, okay. Let's grab a water slug or two. I think we can actually only grab one. Yeah. So, let's actually get some water. Also, I just noticed that the water here, like instead of giving you like 25, it gives you 40, which is really cool actually. And also, what else did we need? Okay, the wool locker we can actually get. This one we can actually get. Some copper wire. Okay, oh yeah, I probably took from here. Open storage. Oh wait, no, it seems like I took from there. Okay. Yeah, this should be enough.
Power connected. All systems online.
Alright. In basic. Oh wait, the mild acid, yeah. Wait, first let's get the biolab done, so let's actually build this, like construct this, like craft this mild acid. Mild acid, okay, basic materials. I mean, it's not really basic, but okay. Also, the rubber, what do we need the rubber for? Okay, yeah, for this. And I think that's it for now. Like, nothing else, but I mean, we can craft some already, I think. It surely is gonna save us space, so why not? Well, this strong acid, where is the strong acid actually? Because it said that we unlock the... I can't find it. Wait, blueprints. Okay, strong acid. Necrolysis. What's a necrolysis? I don't know, but okay. Hold on, give me 2 secs. Okay, sorry. I'm back. Okay, now welcome center, black box Anita. But at least for now, let's concentrate on actually finishing our habitat, like at least the beginnings of the beginnings of it. I mean, we cannot place this here. Maybe if we rotate it, we could. Now on this surface, must be fully on surface. Why can it not be placed on this surface? I don't know. But alright. Okay, let's see standard elements. No, we only have the corridor for now. Can't we like scan the rooms from here? Let me see. Okay, no. A coral dome. Wait, what could I click? Wait, okay, branching coral. Okay, this thing. I don't know. It doesn't seem to be harvestable. Also, I like how they kept like roughly the same feel, like the same style for the bases as the first and like below 0, although they are very different, like with shape and everything. They still have the same like this. I was looking at this thing like this more circle here, small circle. Okay, can I? Okay. All right.
Oxygen.
Yeah, oxygen.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah, the problem is that I cannot place this here. Why can I not place this here? Probably there's not enough space. Okay, let's grab the copper actually. Yeah, for the biolab we probably need some bigger base pieces. Okay, storage, get this, and we're out.
Welcome aboard.
Let's also get some wall lockers. Okay. Okay, this should be alright at least for now. Okay, so now these shouldn't be corrupted, so we can, yeah, we can build everything. Okay, let's put this Gordy. Okay, cooked food and prepared meals, alright. Okay, there's the wiring kits, the grease, the fiber mesh. Alright, we now got some stuff we can build. And yeah, I'd say we can now, wait, let me actually grab some more water slugs so I can not die of thirst while we read the things. Today I'm really unable to speak. Wow, but yeah. So we can grab we can make some water, and with the water I can avoid dying of thirst while we read the PDA entries. Okay, it's not that hard.
Warning. Power offline.
What do you mean power offline? Oh, true. Yeah, we got solar panels this night. Okay, let's go back into the life pod then. Also, I'm really liking, at least so far, how the tree is basically looming here in the distance, and it's also like really big. And yeah, it's time to actually read the PDA with all its logs and everything. So yeah, let me just leave this here and let's go. Let's start with the logs. So we don't get days, it seems. This is all the prologue, if we can call it that, logs. Fork to by barotrauma. You're not on Zazura. Echo. Here. Titan class biosignature. Titan class means probably big ass. And yeah. While, yeah, biosignature means that, I mean, it's not necessarily like how, like, it's alive, but like not necessarily an animal, so yeah, it can be a tree. It's not like it has to be like a big leviathan, but it could be, like, you never know. And yeah, these are also the other logs we actually had. And now we got the databank and the adaptations. Okay, so we got 6 adaptations, and then there are probably gonna be more biomods, which we'll find out, I guess, soon enough. Okay, so survival guide, Stick with your nearest biobed. Review fabricator blueprints. Pin basic equipment such as the survival multi-tool flares. Search the area for copper, quartz, and titanium. Find fresh water and digestible food, which I mean we still haven't found, but we will probably find once we follow the ping. The digestible food, I guess, like I mean. Source of acid for basic batteries, then fabricate a scanner, yeah. Scan everything you see, of course. The mobility equipment, such fins and oxygen tank. Habitat builder, work to expand the colony. Updates from Noah. 40,000 sleeping colonies are counting on you. When in doubt, fall back on your training. To find new resources, explore unknown regions or construct a base scanner station. Okay. Survive hostile wildlife, use flares to distract the threat, carry medkit for wounds treatment. Unlock new blueprints, scan fragments or data cards left by other pioneers, and determine your next goal. Review PDA's databank and log, and consult your Noetic advisor. Okay. Then, active investigations, I think we will go to that later. Or no, damn, there's actually quite a bit of things. Oh god, you gotta be kidding me. I only have this left. After this, the food will start to kill me. But okay, I guess. Okay, Anita. Locate this black box and investigate the circumstances of the colonist's death. Alright, I guess. That was simpler than I thought. Adaptation, pressure tolerance. Below 40 meters, the nitrogen in air becomes narcotic and causing impaired judgment, delirium, and anesthesia. As pressure increases, oxygen becomes toxic, causing tunnel vision, tinnitus, vertigo, and convulsions. Tomorrow, dimethylene oxide, stiffen for water molecules, linked to liver damage, but the consequences fall beyond your current survival horizon. Oh, so the adaptation for... Oh, cool. So, Also, you're pioneer nanomachines, so we got nanomachines inside us. That's probably why we're like some of the dialogues we saw last time said, yeah, Debslave, this is probably like enforced through nanomachines then. Trimethylaminuria, which seafood diet can lead to a powerful fishy body odor. I mean, we're gonna eat primarily seafood since it's, well, a sea planet, so yeah, fishy. Okay. Inject and move biomods, temporary genetic tricks borrowed from native life. Entry-level colonists can tolerate 2 biomods, one active, one passive. Active biomods must be triggered by the user. Damn, we actually got skills? And passive activate by reflex when the conditions are met. Should be pre-tested and approved by colony medical staff. While a scanner could be modified to create new biomods for local species, the colonists will be liable for any resulting harm to self or others. After the tragedy of 4546B and Rakasa, Rakshasa? Is Rakshasa something we already know? Hold on, I don't think so. Like, unless it's something from natural selection? But okay, let's continue. And the outbreak of Kara in the Aradne arm, Altera recognized that the human body was now the most vulnerable component of its deep space strategy. Nobel Prize winning research by Valenti and Pham. I also, like, these names are familiar, at least. I don't know. Produce the answer. An unattached interface between human and alien biology. This interface, deployed in pioneer programs like the Archie suite, can reverse engineer alien gene products for safe expression by human cells. Unlike full adaptations, these biomods never enter the colony's genome. They are temporary and reversible. This helps would-be parents avoid awkward conversations about which biomod to inject for a date night. Okay. The biolab is a colonist one. Stop point of service for biomods. One stop point of service for biomods. Deep readers will note that this is also true from human ingenuity over the pessimism of early anti-expansion thinkers who believed that humanity's tight link to earthy biota would make interstellar colonization impossible. Cool. But yeah, this description gives us the fact that there was a tragedy on 46P and also on Rakshasa, and that Kara was it basically went out in the Ariadne arm, but yeah. Okay, so too small for larger facilities like biobeta processor, supports smaller facilities like fabricator, storage and rest, mass supply hatch and power supply, and can be extended in the 4 directions, of course. Okay, the Super Barrique, selective passage portals, simultaneous two-way, multiple crew traffic between a pressurized interior and dangerous exterior. Nanomembrane, it's a fertilizer system. Okay, I'm actually not gonna read all of these like completely, I'm just gonna like look at them and see if there is something interesting. Crew member and cargo, filters loose biomatter, great for Kara monitoring. Okay, so there actually are some like measures against Kara. So cool. To seal in the event of long-term power failure. Okay, cool. Instances of limb amputation or removal due membrane error have been entirely eliminated from the design. Okay, nice. That's... I mean, I guess it's cool to know that the limb amputation was a thing in the earliest version of the hatch. But the modern quantum... Okay. Although less efficient than modern quantum dot cells, these entry-level panels can be fabricated with basic materials like quartz. Basic power supplies, automated sun tracking, reduced efficiency at night depending on unknown sunlight sources, reduced efficiency at depth falling off to 0. Efficiency at depth. Okay. Larger panel, combine more cells into a single rack. Philosophically attractive because they allow the colonists to function as an autograph, creating their own energy directly from the sun instead of relying on other living or non-living process. Do not attempt to power your habitat with a spotlight aimed at a solar panel. The universe forbids it. Okay. Okay, then let's see the locker, since it's already checked off. The locker, so it's the cache. All Altera habitat builders is guaranteed to secure several kilograms of bulk cargo against flooding, depressurization, fire, and most animal intrusion. I read the last phrase, but okay. Colonial records indicate that pioneers were wasting precious sea shift time sorting and labeling the lockers for quick access. PDAs now log the contents of every locker to a manifest, allowing fabricators to request materials directly from the storage point. No more sorting needed. That's actually really useful and cool. Altera lockers. Property rights are human rights, okay. Then the fabricator, power to rearrange matter at the molecular level. It's catalyzed the great expansion from Earth and remains the backbone of the modern world. Okay. Coherent control lasers, FRM. Oh, blueprints are managed by FRM, Fabrications Right Management.
Seek fresh water intake.
Oh, come on! I was saying, in emergency situation, fabricators unlock appropriate survival gear, new blueprints can be scanned in the field and then added to the fabricator's library. Despite the complexity, fabricators can be bootstrapped from simple feedstock like copper and titanium. There's aluminum provides the sapphire for the fabricator's lasers, and yeah, more specialized fabricators require more complex components. Fabricators develop craftspeople in most industrial societies, allowing tailors, toolmakers, sculptors, builders, cooks, and other artisans to return into AI assist blueprint design. Okay, this is an actually not that subtle jab, but it's cool, it's cool. Despite all body parts away from the fabricator, keep all body parts away from the fabricator while it operates. Despite common superstition, it is safe to think about the fabricator while it operates. Okay, this one is actually like you know, in Subnautica 1 you just do like activate the fabricator, and while it does this stuff you just look away and you do something else. It's, yeah, just an habit of mine, and I think of many other people who played Subnautica. It's, yeah. Okay, basic building, yeah, this one we already saw. Then colony manifest. Okay, these are the 26 colonies that actually went out before us. There are Tarbidas, where is she? The Nahima, Sophie, and Anita. Zygmantis, I think it's the one for like the basic base building. Yes, Zygmantis, Mantis, Tarvidas. So we know this guy, we know this girl, we know this girl, and we know this girl, and she's dead, and we gotta get her black box. Okay, now data downloads. Black box unknown. If you are currently underwater, move your PDA and close your PDA and move to an air supply immediately. Black box unknown. Unable to identify black box. Invalid header. Post-mortem. Died of barotrauma, their suit was pressurized to 1 atmosphere and collapsed under 6 atmospheres of external pressure. They died alone. Time of death unknown, reprint state unknown, continuity determination unknown. Okay. Post-mortem. Died of drowning, they became disorientated and ran out of air. They died alone. Cool. Reprint state unknown, continuity determination unknown. Okay. Now welcome center recording. Yeah, this one was the message we got once we put the power up there. Last episode. Now do not go out alone. Everyone listen, keep the boxes shut. The perimeter sensor on alarm, no matter how many false positives you get. The damn thing is maybe it was one of us. Maybe see one of us and say, look, it's a soft criminal. Back from dead again, let's get the freak. So this makes me think that there is something that's hunting us out there, probably some aliens. And since it's a soft thing, maybe they are like they have some sort of carapace, I think. Maybe it's the architects, maybe not. I don't know. Programmable detonator. Shape charge demolition aid. Nahima, if we ever get this far, I just got a good reason for it to be sure. Mantis, type confirm to proceed. Kurultai? No, Kurultai was the medic, I think. Access granted. So the detonator, which I think we found in that base, like exploded the base like right outside of our life pod. Exploded the base, and it was, yeah, and it was activated by Nahima. And this is one, like this is the one from Anita, I think. Find us at Camp 1, yeah, the one of Death and Fear. And your contract, okay. Let's see our contract with Altera. I, the pawn, okay. agree that I accept that Terra Arms as my sponsor for resettlement out of the former Mongolian independent states. Okay, so we come from the Mongolian independent states, which were, I think, already in Subnautica 1, is where Margaret, Maida, and Bart and Paul Togart, yes, came from. And I will transport us digital information aboard the colony ship Cicada to the planet Caesura, the New World, and fabricate on arrival, which did not happen.
Seek caloric intake.
Oh, shut up! That I refuse holiday, retirement, or permanent death until the Noetic Advisor System, NOAA, determines that a permanent self-sustaining human future on the New World is achieved. That I release our Terra Corporation from any liability for permanent death or military conscription by the Trans-System Federation if caused by ongoing conflict with the Kara Xeno system. Okay. Alright, now, Trans-System Federation. The Trans-System Federation is the chartered independent military of Transgov space. Irresponsible for piracy suppression, phasegate regulation, and humanitarian intervention. Sorry, I had something in my throat. Funded by 37 Transgovs, but empowered to set its own policy, operates the Frontiersmen, alien environment specialists equipped with nanotech and human fabrication. Monitors Kara quarantine protocols, supervising all interstellar travel. Admiral Ratins to the Bear, the TSF military commander, used the war against the alien Kara to secure true independence from Transgov sponsors like Altera. TSF frontiersmen battled the Kara xenoforms and enforced 6 quarantine protocols at all phase gates. I think the Kara xenoforms are like, I don't know much about it, but like in natural selection there were, you like fought, as far as I know, like things mutated by the Kara, so I think that's what Kara xenoforms are, I think. Analysts agree that very soon Admiral Studebaker will declare martial law in a populated Transgov colony, crossing the Rubicon from independent military to military government. Yay! Everything is happy here. Now, geological data, copper, element 29, a soft metal, good contact with vital electricity. It's critical to terrestrial biology. Anemia and liver damage. Blood and urine test of this word seawater is caused by oxidized alkyl decanol and amylvine ketone. When copper ions touches human skin, creating distinctive taste of metal or blood. Titanium. Underwater construction, won't corrode. Combines with oxygen for minerals like rutile and anatase. Embedded bedrock in the seafloor. Also integral metal, can be diffused directly and be safely to bone. Organisms on the bombardment world Tochka more recently encountered variants of the Kara Onos xenorhinoid, both incorporate titanium into their biology. There are a couple of organisms that incorporate, well, titanium into their biology, it seems. Silicate crystal named by the Polish. Quartz and feldspar make up most continental crust. Lined glass with a long-term computer memory storage. By cooling lava. A local coral gathers dissolved silica to grow quartz deposits. Cool. Now, we got like distinction for like various life. Like, okay, there is mobile life and sessile life. Okay, and there's also all the tools then. Okay, periscopic land crab. Sign of health and immunity field. Cut script hook allocated memory for command. Remark centipede. I think the PDA's got this thing on some item and your protection completely wrong. I swear I've seen centipedes. Huh? Okay. Clan currently up in a train. I think the girl has a single segmented organism. Okay, I will die, I guess. I mean, the thing wanted us to die, so let's die and keep reading. Sun crab. Then maybe we hook up again later? It wouldn't be the weirdest thing I've seen. Okay, so Wangmo says, like, comments on the periscopic clown crab, and says he thinks there are, like, not centipedes like the PDA thought, but like single crabs, which is what the correction says. Half moon, molliform luna, a prey fish, staple for food stuff for predators, separate plumbing, bit for agility, tolerable food source, peculiar nervous system. Okay, then the harvest moon, databank entry coming. Okay, so this guy doesn't have an entry yet, and the wax moon still has like also hasn't a thing, a databank entry.
Seek
Then
medical attention.
yeah, whatever. The Hycean, flying predator named for planets that mix hydrogen, sky, and the water ocean. Gasback flyer, predatory fisher, free of most predators, drifts above the sea surface and snacks prey in its arm.
User death imminent.
Yeah. Flammability risk and spark may ignite the instance gas bag with disastrous results. Actually sensitive to electromagnetic activity and may be forced to shelter in the water during thunderstorms.
Reprint complete. You have experienced
Okay.
conditions incompatible with life. Your
Cool.
brain state has been restored to a new body. Some colonists prefer to return to the accident site to retrieve lost items and verify their last print exited cleanly.
Oh, so we actually dropped like everything?
And philosophical support. Death is certain for the born, and rebirth inevitable for the dead. You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable.
So we also got like a new databank entry on death. Okay, we're gonna read that. Okay, but first let's first keep reading like the ICM. And then clear the word, the goods dry out, the sails stretch wind. Philosophical musings. The Buena Vista hypothesis, proposed by Malcolm McIver, argues that advanced cognition could only evolve when Earth fish began to raise their eyes above water, allowing them to see far enough to require long-range behavioral planning. If this hypothesis is credited, then the Asian, as one of the only discovered protean species that lives outside water, may be unusually intelligent. Recommendation: avoid the areas beneath Isians. Monitor for signs of high-level behavior, such as fertilizing certain areas of the ocean with defecated waste. Okay, so do not get shit on your head. Mollusks: water slug, sea slug hydroclast, microbial fuel cell, freshwater reserve, plankton farm, vampiric aura. As a sharp cutting surface, possible evolutionary history, as parasite or commensal, tapping a host blood and filtering out toxins. Cool. Only nearby source of drinkable water. Advise fabricator cook before drinking. In case of kidney problems, consider allowing the water slug to feed on your blood. Cool. Welcome center. On-site NOAA node could be reactivated with a battery for data retrieval. Biolab provides access to basic biomods. I don't think that worked. I mean, I actually can go and see. Like, did the biolab in there work or no? Because if it does work, then let's see and actually get something done. Okay, also let's grab a couple of these. Also, I think we actually woke up like very late because like the other colonies already built stuff like, and not little, like they built this base, then other colonies, and I have like the impression that when we will get to like all of the other places, we're gonna find them already wrecked, but I'm not sure. Okay, active biomods and passive biomods. Okay, sea skimmer, swim faster when close to underwater surfaces on seafloor. Slow oxygen consumption when not moving. I think sea skimmer. And the active one, release trail of pheromones you can follow to find your way. No thank you. Dash in any direction to avoid predators or hazards. Damn, this is good. Active biomod, or this is scalp. Okay. Okay, yes, it's with shift. Cool. Damn, this is actually like really neat. We can go way quicker. Alright, let's keep reading. Damn, this episode is gonna be all reading. A concentrator, metal salvage, yeah. Debris from a human habitat or vehicle. Surviving death. Isn't that irreversible? Not anymore. 500 years ago, a pierced intestine was a mortal wound. In today's age of nanomachines and field fabrication, a pierced intestine can be treated with a medical satchel and rest. Summation is now underway for wounds we think as life-ending. TSF frontiersmen rely on body imaging and human fabrication technologies in the battle against the Kara. Now that technology can also help pioneer colonies survive the new world. Now that technology. Imagine going to a biobot to treat your pierced intestine. Nanomachines clean the wound, and biobot fabricator restores the missing tissue. One molecule is as good as another. It's the pattern of items and molecules in your body which defines your identity. As long as the pattern can be healed, you can be healed. What if we could store the pattern of your body in a safe place and use it as a guide to heal you from a serious injury, a missing limb, a crushed torso, even an insult to the brain? Thanks to phase imaging, we can treat these wounds even after your biological body has ceased to function or been completely annihilated. In fact, if we define death as life-ending injury that can't be treated, then death no longer exists. There are only degrees of recoverable injury. A body produced from biobot human fabricator is often known as a print. All prints, which share a common set of memories, are referred to as fork. For further questions, see fuck. Death and recovery. Frequently asked question. Yes, but I always like to pronounce it as fuck. Okay, is it really me? Aren't I just covered? Okay, yeah, this is gonna be fun. There are branches of human thought which reject the idea that a perfect duplicate is the same as the self. This is known as the Theisian fallacy. Debunking these fallacies beyond the scope of this frequently asked question. It may be productive to ask yourself, is suffered a progressive brain damage from a disease like Alzheimer's? Will I accept nanofixing therapy to restore my brain to its earlier functioning state? Will I be worried about losing my identity? Or happy to have it back? Think of human body fabrication as a particularly rapid and holistic therapy. But I died back there, this isn't me. Your old body stopped working, but you did not die. The process of your brain caused your neural nanosystem to send an update to your last stored image, where those processes resumed. Neural systems. A biobot fabricated a new body, you picked right where you left off. Many people intuitively fear discontinuity and breaks in the mental process. Remember that your brain is a constantly evolving process, a warm, wet, noisy organ. You lose more of your identity in the course of a regular workday than you do in the clean, clear transfer from old brain to new. While data compression may induce some noise, your brain evolved to deal with errors. What if I get repeating that then my old body wakes up? This outcome is illegal and should be prevented by the state protocol in your neural nanosystems. Consult an Altera Labor Council for further advice. Okay, yeah, I knew where this was going, and I'm all ready for it. You can store a human body in a computer's memory. Instead of imagining archiving the position of every item in a human body is beyond our technology. Instead, the phase conjugation stores a quantum echo of the body in optical quartz. This image cannot be cloned. It can only produce one printed body. However, it's easy to produce multiple images during one scan, allowing you to keep archived copies of your body from months or even years earlier. Okay, cool. Does this mean that people are now immortal? It is possible to achieve dramatic life extension with biobed support. The societal consequences of these emerging technologies are beyond the scope of these frequently asked questions. Of course. Now, tools. AEP suit. Altera All Environment Protection Suit. Yeah, the one we found at the beginning. The only such that we can wear.
Seek fresh water intake.
Oh, come on. Okay, yeah, fresh water. Here. I'm trying to read. Okay. 1 and 2. Intuitive narrow heads-up display. Move, get a thicker skin slogan after legal challenges regarding implied emotional control. The AAP suite does not offer mental health services or workplace counseling. Okay, their bladder, internal pump, trigger the unit to release air into the bladders, maintain a tight gripper while the bladder lifts you to the surface. Strikes an obstacle, the unit will automatically halt its descent to avoid trapping the diver. Bite down on the relief valve to inhale stored air. What the okay. Inhale stored air, providing around 15 seconds of extended consciousness. If you experience sharp joint pain after ascending with the air bladder, you are suffering barotrauma, depends. Your AP suits should correct this issue automatically. If pain continues, consult a medical specialist or a biobed for treatment options. Am I in a suit? I think so, I don't know. Portable locker. I mean, yes, we've seen how this works. Flashlight. 4,500 lumen broad beam. Yeah. Habitat builder. Yeah, we already saw this one. The Altera-handed habitat builder has been an essential tool of xenoscientists, colonists, and emergency relief crews across 15 different transcodes for more than 75 years. Instead of prefab compartments, the Cicada Habitats builders feature the new scalable scope feature set. Basic rooms and corridors can be expanded in 4 directions using the Groshin command, allowing basic workshed to go into a multi-story habitat for the entire crew. Cool. Yeah, I already know, and it's already known generally how this works. It's like the new building system. Primary systems like oxygen generation fabrication require power. Power is generated by generators like solar panels and starting backup storage units in the case of generator failure. Scanner. It's a high perspective manager. I mean, we don't need to actually see everything, but okay. The emergency medkit. Now your health is a renewable source. Then does this say something? The Altera perspective scanner. It's all you need to know. Intellectual property generated by the use of Altera's perspective scanner, including but not limited to novel physical and biological theory, genetic and biomechanical applications, and licensing rights for charismatic species, is by default assigned to the user's employer in perpetuity. Terms of contract may vary. Cool. Then PDA. Remember the acronyms. ABC, always be checking. BLR, be like Riley. Okay, cool. If you're lost or confused, review your PDA. Remember that Riley Robinson's PDA and scanner brought him home safely in the face of unforeseen and catastrophic hazards. If a non-essential systems maintenance chief can trust his PDA that completely, so can you. Yeah. PDA history. pensioners, blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't think we actually need to read all of this. Survival multi-tool. Despite protests from seasoned pioneers such as celebrity survivor Raul Sotalo, Altera has replaced the standard knife with a survival multi-tool in the Cicada's basic fabricator's offerings. Cool. Although all fabricators are capable of producing firearms such as the P+, M39K, and G70GX, these weapons are only licensed for trained specialists such as the TSF frontiersmen. In the hands of untrained colonists, evidence indicates that firearms are most likely to be discharged against the other colonists or the South. Yeah, what the log said. And a beacon. 6 degree of precision, yeah, constructed with the ability to mark ports of interest or navigational references, maintains natural buoyancy with air bladders, rename or disable beacon remotely with PDA signal stop. Cool, cool. So wait, we actually got the beacon now? Wait, where is it? Here? On tools? No, it's not here. Oh, maybe it's we need the processor for this one, like for beacons and stuff like that, which we actually do not have. But yeah, okay. Now it's been 50 minutes already, and I've basically just I just kept like titanium. No, wait, yeah, titanium. And yeah, basically just. Is there anything here? I just read the PDA entries, but it's alright, it's alright. Yeah, oxygen, okay, I'm not gonna die. I hope. Oh fuck. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Too fast, too fast. Okay. So, let's actually get to the black box. And let's to the seeking, so we can go like this. Oh, there's one of those things.
Potential donor found. Suit surface detects molecules matching the organism from the sleep bay.
Oh, what the fuck? What do you mean this is your body? Ow! What hurt me? Oh, one of those fuckers. Like I scanned this and Anita said this was her body. Angel comb.
This life form is a
Logical
biological
antenna.
It archives useful genetic material in its core as it matures, making it a perfect gene donor.
Okay. I'm kind of creeped out. Use.
Sophie said you're a hallucination, just a virus, but I know you're listening. We're so hungry. There's food all around us, but it's poison. Will you help? If I feed you, will you feed us? This is my body, given for you. Just help us eat.
Okay. And this is like the biomod which will give us like fish eating skills. Like the
Adapting alien enzymes
the
to
adaptions.
timing.
Yeah.
They now digest freely.
Okay. This is alright. The voice that we heard is nothing that's scary. I have nothing to fear. This is alright. Let's scan this guy. Nope. Oh, let's scan this Nibbler guy. Oh wait, we're finishing oxygen. Okay. Oh, you're back. Here, let me scan you. Let me scan you. Ow. I think these guys are pretty much like stalkers in in the first game. Okay, yeah. Alright. Alright. I mean, we didn't do much today, but it was creepy. And oh yeah, we all can. I mean, we can eat, but it restored like all of the food, getting like the adaptation. So cool, I guess. Let's get some more water. Okay, databanks. Angel comb. This animal, Cecilia gamicus, has no earthly analog and no clear ecological niche. The ancestral form may be actinophorus. Comb jelly. Of all animals on Earth, comb jellies are the least related to humans. Okay, so it's basically a really alien thing. Active central bulb. The central bulb is similar to enormous cell nucleus. It contains gene sequences from organisms in the surrounding environment. Viral loop. Oh. It comes with a large RNA virus into the cell. For fuck's sake! RNA virus into the seawater. This virus, designated proteavirus, infects all other organisms in the ecosystem. Infected organisms produce new copies of the virus, which in return to the angel comb, carrying stolen genes from infected hosts. The angel comb conducts genetic piracy on a massive scale. That's pretty based. External food source. The angel comb draws food from the Titan rock board below. Angel combs may be obligate parasites of Titan rock borers. Assessment touch central bulb for genetic adaptation. Further investigation urgently required. Note: users may be curious about symbiosis between earthly parasitic wasps and poly-DNA viruses. The wasp's own genome contains the viral genome, allowing the wasp to create the virus for use in its reproductive cycle. Huh. Okay. That's pretty much what's happening here. A colony pours Anita Gottschall down near an angel comb. Anita believed that a comb could help her digest this world's food. You have already gained one effective adaptation from an angel comb. Anita implied that the colony's feared hallucinations caused by a virus, and that she could feed the comb with her body. Anita may have been delirious. Okay. This is completely yeah, reassuring and not at all weird. Like, where is the mango? Assessment may be dangerous in groups, distract with flares, and avoid pending and development useful behaviors or droppings. Okay. Water slug, mangoes, jellies, hammerhead. Advise caution, especially when piloting vehicles. May have social cognition comparable to herds ungulates, some of which were extremely dangerous to humans. Ramming areas, called leks, are a major source of ocean noise. Okay, colonists. Anita. Pay rate, Bagatur. Hero Knight, expired. Mongolian Freak States trademark for specialized valuable worker. Biography, retired Protestant ethic war coach. Experienced professional crisis after counseling Mongolian refugees on career retraining. Volunteer for Cicadia colony missions to seek personal renewal. Notes: departure from Protestant ethic philosophy may create unmet needed for belonging. Okay. Bloom. Okay, this is the bloom. Okay, I think digestion. Use different words for amino acid, creating wax and metallic proteins. Human stomach enzymes cannot digest them. Undigested mass builds up in the intestines, causing indigestions, intestinal blockage, starvation, and gout. This field adaptation allows your digestive tract to secrete alien enzymes built with human chemistry, borrowing these enzymes, bypassing the need to design a synthetic equivalent, allowing you to proceed with the mission. The chances of your digestive tract digesting itself are minimal. Cool. And yeah, I think we're done, at least with the databank. Which actually means, I think, that unless there is something... Oh yeah, there's the CISA life too. Okay, mobile life. Let's get this done quickly. Okay, oxygen tunics. Assessment emergency oxygen for source for divers. Beware that repeated use could lead to a random buildup with serious health risks, including cancer. Cradle sure truth. Tough fibers could be used to synthesize fabric, possibly food. Toxic sponge. Keep medical supplies on hand to treat chemical burns or nerve damage. Okay. Lucifer rot sucks. It's a symbiote, okay. Useful source of organic polymers for rubber and oil. Cool. Acid ion. Consult your technical advisor for systems to research optimum search areas. Useful source of weak acid for batteries. Central plug contains medically relevant gel. Cut away chambers before removing the central plug. Okay, so the acid spray was because I didn't cut away the chambers before removing the plug. Okay. Then feathered kelp. Okay, entry coming soon, so it's not important probably. Branching coral. Nahima. Voice. Oh. Okay. Voice log. Go. If you're listening to this and you don't have lead poisoning, I'm very jealous. And you do have lead poisoning, I'm sorry I couldn't figure it out in time. Mea culpa. This is a typical protein coral. It works differently than earth coral. The gross morphology is a branching tree. Like some species of earth's extinct Sarcophora. We call it coral because we know the word, but the difference matters. On earth, coral is basically a jellyfish living in Subnautica. The jellyfish sting prey. They also let zooxanthellae live with them. How the fuck do you pronounce this word? Zooxanthellae live with them. House guests will make food from the sun. On Proteus, I think what we're seeing is more like an actual sponge. Like it's actually more. Here is actually a sponge acting as a landlord. The sponge makes a house, then it rents space to these tiny coral polyps, which sting prey and capture sunlight as the energy for the sponge. I think the sponge used to be in charge, but eventually the coral polyps got so good at their job that the sponge stopped pumping water and just lived off of rent from the coral polyps. And to keep its sternance alive, it evolved a rocky shell, like Earth's sclerosponges. If I'm right, we shall see other coral or sponge pairs that work out different deals. Each deal suited a particular ecological niche. Cool. Critical source of quartz. Vital to the local ecosystem, the coral dome. Mineral explosions. As the ground grows, it collects and expels mineral waste, creating nodes of quartz. Okay, so this is what creates quartz. And now, the big thing. The Titan rock borer. This enormous colony organism, Lithodon titanicae, resembles a spinal cord protected by a thick crab-like shell. It extends beyond scanner range in both directions, growing through fractures in the seabed rock. Ah, yeah, this is probably gonna be a part, like a root of the tree. Hollow interior. The interior of the borer contains at least 2 large flooded channels, one slightly radioactive. The ancestral forms may be a pyrosome or a sea squirt. Okay. Poor health. Most of the zoids in the borer are dead, leaving only a mineral skeleton and a hydrocarbon polymer shell. The interior channels have clogged. Okay. The borer has no apparent food supply. It may have derived chemical energy from minerals, but if so, its bacterial symbiotes have fled. It is starving. Viral activity. The surviving tissue is infected with large RNA virus similar to earthly giant C viruses. The bird's anatomy includes receptor sites that encourage viral infection and reproduction. Further analysis required. Assessment: entirely unknown organism. Investigate further. Determine origin and ecological niche. Okay. Okay, so yeah, it's probably all one thing, like these are things are probably like part of the tree or something. And damn, why is the sky like this? Is it like cloudy? I don't know. Oh, well, I see my feet. Okay, but at 1 hour and 5 minutes, I think this episode is actually kind of too long. So I'm actually gonna leave it here for now. And yes, I think that is gonna be all for now. And I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode, which I'm actually gonna record like right now because yeah. Okay, see you guys. It's not a name out.